guys, welcome back to our channel. It's just me today, Kay. So I just wanted to pop on to do a quick video for lovely Gaynor over at Gaynor's Happy Place, because Gaynor put a video up earlier with her beautiful Lauras. She's got 4 beautiful Lauras. They're all painted differently, they all look different, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And Gaynor said she was thinking of selling a couple of them, but she said she couldn't bear to part with them, and I don't blame her, because they're all beautiful and they look beautiful together. And they all look different because they've all been painted differently. Obviously it's the same sculpt, but they've all been painted and rooted differently with their own unique characteristics from the artist. So yeah, they all look different and they're beautiful. And Gaynor was asking if any of us have a duplicate of the same sculpt. Would we like to do a video for her? So we have 2 of the Patience sculpt by Bountiful Baby. It's a sculpt that I've wanted for a while because it represents a little one with Down syndrome. Well, it's not, it's a Realborn. So sorry guys, yeah, it's a Realborn, so it is actually a scan from the a real child, a real infant with Down syndrome. And then so Bountiful Baby, they make the 3D scans, and then the sculpt is made for the artists to paint. Yeah, so I've been looking for one of these for quite a while, because my daughter has autism and a few other difficulties, and I have albinism. So and we've got lots of friends with different types of additional needs. Louisa has a very good friend called Samira that has Down syndrome, and growing up I used to have a few friends because I was in a special needs school for a while, and I used to work with special needs children. So I've always had, you know, quite a soft spot and affection for all children with special needs. I think they're all wonderful and unique, and they bring, you know, their own gifts to the world, and they do have a hard time because we are still not disability friendly, despite what the government like to say that, you know, we are disability friendly. We're not. There's still a long way to go. There's still a lot of stigma attached to disabilities. Lots of, you know, there's still lots and lots of work to do. And children with Down syndrome and adults with Down syndrome particularly, I think, you know, they still get quite a rough deal. And there is support out there, but I think there's still a lot that needs to be done. Society still needs to be more accepting and more tolerant of people with disabilities. And you know, it's still everything. I think society is on perfection, and you know, there needs to be more awareness of disabilities and celebrating of disabilities and children with additional needs. So yeah, so I've wanted this sculpt for a while, and I found this lovely little boy. He's beautifully painted by Laura Carr. I'm sure her name. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get the light there for you. Yeah, Laura Carr, and her nursery name is Q-Born, I think that is. Yeah, and he is beautifully painted. I'm his second mummy. I didn't buy him direct from Laura. I did actually see him when he was up for sale, but I missed out on him. And then his mummy put him up for sale, and so I was able to buy him and be his second mummy. And he's a beautiful doll. He's got beautiful hair, really beautifully painted there. Look at that. And it's lighter at the front. He's got beautiful eyelashes, rooted eyelashes, lovely brown eyes, lovely complexion, lovely warm, sunny complexion. He's lovely and cuddly. He's a gorgeous boy. Yeah, so I was really happy to have him. His previous mummy said she loved him, but she said he just sat on the shelf, and she said she felt so guilty. She wanted him to go to a new mummy that would love him and cherish him, and I really do. I was really happy to have him. And then about a week after George arrived, I saw this little one. She is not painted as well. I think her artist was a newer artist. Whoops, sorry guys. Yeah, she's not painted as well. Well, I shouldn't say she's not painted as well. She's just not as detailed. It's a newer artist. She's a fairer complexion than him, which I do like. She has green eyes. She doesn't have any eyelashes at all, but that's something we could do. She has blushing on her cheeks and a little bit of blushing on her lips. She's a baldy. The lady that made her, she said she suffers with a lung condition, so she can't root. She can't do the rooting because the fibres would get down her throat, which is, you know, completely understandable. And she's obviously not happy with painting hair, so she just left her as a baldy. But, you know, I think that looks cute. I think she's adorable. So she does look good with hats, you know. I mean, we could get her rooted if we wanted to. But I know Jean over at Jean's Dolls and More, she said she sent some dolls away to be rooted, and then she didn't like them after. So I think we'll leave... Oh, I didn't say her name, did I? This is Gemma. Yeah, this is George, and this is Gemma. Yeah, so I think we'll leave her as she is. I think she's sweet. You do get bald babies. One of my friends, her little girl was bald until she was about 3, I think. She had a tiny bit of hair that you could barely see, really light blonde, but she looked bald, and it was funny seeing like this little 3-year-old, and she was running around with no hair. And my friend always used to get upset because everyone thought she was a boy, and they always said, "Oh, isn't he cute?" And she had to say, "She's a girl. She's just a bald girl." And now she's, I think, 7 now, and she's got loads of lovely blonde curls. So yeah. So, but she looks gorgeous in hats and hoods, this little one. So yeah, and she's just as cuddly as him. Yeah, this is her COA. She's the same, the 3D scan from Bountiful Baby. They're exactly the same sculpt, and her artist is Peter's Baby. I think it's a newer artist, and they're quite sort of budget friendly because she's a newer artist, but she's lovely. I mean, yeah, she's not as detailed as George, but she's beautifully weighted. She's a nice chunky cuddly girl. That's what I like about this sculpt. Well, I keep calling it a sculpt. Is it a sculpt? It's not really. I suppose it is, but it's not a sculpt sculpted by an artist. It's a 3D scan from Bountiful Baby. So I suppose it is a sculpt in the sense that Bountiful Baby make it into a sculpt, but they are Realborns from a real 3D scan. Yeah, there, Bountiful Baby. We've got a few more Bountiful Babies, so I think we're going to do a collection video soon with all our Bountiful Babies. We recently had a box opening of Little Summer Rain from Bountiful Baby, so we'll bring her on again. She's a little tiny preemie baby. She's really sweet. So yeah, I do like the Bountiful Baby dolls. I think they are beautiful. Yeah, she was just made this year, the 2nd of April, and George is a little older. He was made on the 10th of May 21. Yeah, but he still looks just as sweet. So yeah, you don't see that sculpt that often. And then I know there is the lady that made the Nino sculpt. She has a Down syndrome sculpt. I think it's Stanley Oliver, and that's by Chenza Dolls. We did see a couple of those, but I wasn't really. They didn't really. It wasn't really what I was looking for. But I really do like this Patience sculpt. It is beautiful. So yeah, so I don't know if any of you have got this sculpt. I think I did see a lady that had one. I think Jay was telling me about a lady that has one, and I did watch her video. It was quite a while back, but I haven't seen any recently. So if any of you have got this sculpt, let me know. And yeah, beautiful. So yeah, we were happy to have twins because, as I say, I found George, and then I found her about a week later, and I kept looking at her and I thought, oh, because I wasn't sure, but I just thought it would be nice to have twins because it's just a sculpt that I really have a soft spot for, and I really like it. And Louisa has a good friend, Samira, that has Down syndrome, and she moved to Cheshire, and Louisa misses her. So yeah, we was going to call her Samira, but she doesn't really look like Louisa's friend Samira. I'd love to get a hold of Paradise Galleries, have a little Down syndrome sculpt. I think she's called Emma. I know a few of you have got her. I think she sold out quickly. And she's darker skinned. She's more of Samira's complexion, Louisa's friend. So we'd love to get one of those one day. But I don't know now. It would probably have to be on the second-hand market because I think Paradise Galleries sold out of that, and I don't think they're making any more. Yeah. All right then, Gaynor. Well, thank you for inviting us to make this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing George and Gemma. I hope I didn't waffle on too much. And yeah, hope you enjoyed seeing the twins. And we will see you in our next video, guys. Love you lots. Take care. See you soon. Bye.